The year was 2014 and Wolfenstein was back. BJ Blazkowicz was once again tasked with stopping the Nazis, not just to save the free world, but also because he just really loves killing Nazis.
What's the score, Cat?
Do or die, son. Same as always.
Hoorah, sir!
Originally a 1981 Apple II game, Wolfenstein didn't become majorly popular until id Software got their hands on the franchise with their 1992 Wolfenstein 3D. I'm not going to go into the history of it too much, just check out the excellent Masters of Doom by David Kushner for a more in-depth look. But essentially, John Carmack, John Romero and the rest of the guys at id created a computer programming wonder. It was one of the first-person shooters, and it fused action, violence, speed and gore, a perfect combination. And Machinegames knew it, sticking to this winning formula with Wolfenstein: The New Order.
We're getting murdered out here. Listen to me first. If this mission fails, we lose Europe.
I'm okay now.
It's 1946 and the Nazis are winning the war, probably partly because they've got giant metal dogs. BJ is on a mission to take out one of the Nazi generals, but things go wrong. But he escapes, but this leaves him in a coma. Fast forward 14 years and it's 1960 and the Nazis have basically taken over the world. Now can you imagine what they would have got up to in this time? Their science and research was entirely focused on weapons and warfare. They got into some shady genetic research, creating an army of super soldiers. They developed advanced armour and technology. They invented the atom bomb and wiped the USA off the face of the map. They conquered London despite, I'm pretty sure, a fierce resistance.
This used to be downtown London. Used to be fighting in the streets over here. I mean, furious, unrelenting resistance. And then the Nazis brought in the London Monitor and everything went to shit from there.
And they've got a moon base. That's right, Nazis have conquered space.
Blazkowicz, can you hear me? What's your status?
Well, I'm on the motherfucking moon.
All that's left to stop them is a small resistance force made up of a few brave individuals. And of course a very pissed off BJ.
Everything has gone to shit. The Nazi war machine is advancing at an astonishing rate. And we can't catch up. Our tactics are failing. Outclassed and outgunned. No one knows why. People are getting desperate. Not me. I'm here to see an old friend and settle a score. Turn this thing around.
The game is a perfect blend of stealth and action. I love how the Nazis have a tiny blue light on their armour, just to make them easier to spot. This makes mowing them down with a turret that bit more simple. It's like the game knows what we're going to want to do, knows what is fun, and so makes having that fun as easy as possible for us. You'll be climbing up the sides of castles, shooting guards out of windows when a plane smashes into the building. You'll be breaking into a Nazi labour camp to rescue an important scientist. You get to explore the underwater caverns beneath Berlin. And you get to have fights on a bridge. There's a full range of secrets, collectibles and enigma codes that id games are known for. In fact, when you first see that id logo at the beginning and that heavy metal starts playing, you know you're about to be in for a good time. Exploring is rewarded and in fact it's encouraged to use a bit of stealth. Killing an enemy commander without getting spotted reveals all of the secrets that are nearby on your minimap.
Take my hand. The road is not safe. You kill the Nazis. Here, I stay with Karl.
Ultimately, it is the intense firefights with the aggressive enemies that provides the highlight of the game, but it's nice that these moments are built up to, with some more quiet periods beforehand with you sneaking around. There's also a perk feature where by doing certain tasks it allows you to upgrade. Again, this encourages you to mix your playstyle up a bit and dabble with all of the different toys that the game has to offer. So do stuff like kill 5 machines with grenades, and then your grenades from that point on will detonate on impact. Wolfenstein's got a great sense of imagination. It's a big case of what if, and runs with this, thinking up all of the crazy things that an evil superpower would do if it ever ruled the world. It's got that old school feel where shooters weren't just about drab realism or multiplayer lobbies, but were instead about dual wielding machine guns and going nuts. They were about having fun, and Machinegames knows it, just like id did before them. I've already played and reviewed the DLC to this game, Old Blood, and that's just as good, and the one you want to play if you want to kill some zombies. I'm glad I've finally got around to playing this game. It's been in my backlog for ages. So all we gotta do now is wait for Wolfenstein 2 and the return of our beloved BJ. Thanks for watching.